Good morning, everyone. Today, our learning objectives are describe well-defined sets, subsets, universal sets, null sets, and cardinality of sets. And then, differentiate well-defined sets, subsets, universal sets, null sets, and cardinality of sets. And then, last one is illustrate well-defined sets and writing elements using roster and rule method. Our first activity is this. Below are some objects. Group them as you see fit and label each group. Okay, so how many groups are there? What do you think? Okay, so let us see. Arrange the group in the table below. So we have this table, long table. Does each object belong to a group? Okay, do you think all of these objects belong to this group? Is there an object to more than one group? Which one? Okay, so do you think any of these objects could be possibly seen in two groups? Okay, so let us check our answer. Okay, so using this figure, as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We have 6 groups. What are those? Trees, numbers, hat, polyhedra, round, and pointed. So under trees, we have 1, 2, and 3. In numbers, we have 1, 2, and 3. And then in hat, we have 1, 2, and 3. In polyhedra, with many faces more than 6, 1, 2, 3. As you can see, this one can also be seen in the group of round. Same thing with this figure. So therefore, those are some objects that can be seen in more than one group. And same with the hat, where we can see also under round. And this one can be also seen in the group of round. And then last one is the pointed. Okay, so which can be also seen under polyhedra. Okay, so I hope you guys understand the groupings. Okay, so let's proceed to the next activity. Consider the set consisting of whole numbers from 1 to 20. So our set consists of whole numbers from 1 to 20. Let us name our set. Let us call it set U, wherein it contains the whole number from 1 to 20. So what are those? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we need to stop. Why? Because our set consists of whole numbers from 1 to 20 only. So therefore, 21, 22, even those are whole numbers, it will not be included in our set because our set consists only whole numbers from 1 to 20. Okay, so let this be our set U. Now, let us form subsets consisting of elements of U. So we will use the set U to form subsets. Okay, for example, let E be the set of all even numbers from 1 to 20. So what do you think the even numbers from 1 to 20? So that belongs to the set E, which will be the subset of our universal set. Okay, so what are those? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 16, 18, and 20. So, we stop at 20 because our set E contains all the even numbers from 1 to 20 only. Okay, so again, set E is a subset of universal set U. Okay, so another example is set A, wherein it contains odd numbers from 1 to 10. So do you recall what are odd numbers? Okay, so what is an example of odd numbers? Okay, so 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Why do you think 11 is not included in set A, even if it is an odd number? Because according to our rule, set A contains odd numbers from 1 to 10 only. Okay, so again, set A is another subset of universal set U. Another example is set B, which contains even numbers between 8 to 20. So what are those? 10, 12, 14, 16, and 18. Why do you think 8 is not included and 20 is also not included? Why? Because according to our set B, it contains even numbers between 8 to 20. It didn't say that from 8 to 20. It is between 8 to 20. So what are those numbers? It's 10, 12, 14, 16, and 18. So therefore, again, set E, set A, and set B are all subsets of universal set U. Okay, I hope you understand our discussion about subset. And then another example is, given the universal set U, which have the elements of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So using this universal set, okay, let us answer the following question. Number 1, what are the elements in set A containing the even numbers? So what are the even numbers in universal set U? So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So here we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. What about number 2? What are the elements in set B containing odd numbers? So what are those odd numbers? It's 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Okay, so this one. What are the elements in set C containing numbers divisible by 3? So we have 3, 6, and 9. Do you think 10 could be a possible answer in number 3? Let us check. 10 divided by 3, there is a remainder of 1. So therefore, 10 is not divisible by 3. Okay, so another one is number 4. What are the elements in set D containing even numbers greater than 10? So, is there any number that is greater than 10 in our universal set? What do you think? There is none, right? None. What are the numbers that is greater than 10? It's 11, 12, 13, 14, and so on and so forth. But unfortunately, we cannot find any of those in our universal set. So therefore, we have an empty set. So therefore, set D is an empty set or null set. So these are the symbols of universal set and empty set. And then the last one is how many elements in set A, set B, set C, and set D. Remember, the elements of a set is also the cardinality of the set. So how many elements do we have in set A? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So therefore, we have 5 elements. The cardinality of set A is 5. And then in B, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 elements. So the cardinality of the set B is 5. And then set C, we have 1, 2, and 3. We have 3. So the cardinality of the set C is 3. And then the 4, there is no cardinality because we have an empty set. Okay, remember, elements of the set is also the cardinality of the set. I hope you guys understand all of the important notes taken. And then last is activity number 3, which is the roster or rule. So, rule method. 2 ways of writing the elements of a set. First is the listing or roster method. Uppercase letter, which is this one. And then, will be used to name sets. So, the name of our set is set H. And the lowercase will be used to refer to any elements of the set. So, this is the lower case. So, what are the elements that we have in our set H? We have ladies hat, baseball hat, and hard hat. So, all of these are the elements of set H. So, this is the way of how we write the listing or roster method. What about the rule method? The rule method is writing the elements of a set using a descriptor. So, therefore, we will not itemize what are the elements under the set, but we will use a descriptor. So this is how we write it, and this is how we read this. Okay, so the set H contains the element of X, such as X covers and protects the head. So again, this is the way, or these are the 2 ways of writing the elements of the set. So, which do you think is easier? For me, it's listing. But, it's up to you. How will you write the elements of the set? Okay? Again, let us generalize. Concept of sets. Again, a set is a well-defined group of objects called elements that share a common characteristics. Again, in our example, we have ladies hat, baseball hat, cap, and hard hat. Those are a group of objects that share a common characteristics. What is their common characteristics? All of those elements covers our head, or simply hats. Okay, so next is the subset. Subset contains all elements in the universal set. Okay, so all the elements in subset can be seen in the universal set. And then next is universal set is the set that contains all objects under consideration. So all the objects under the consideration is what we call the universal set. And then, of course, the null set is what we call the empty set. Again, a null set is a subset of any set because any set could have an empty set. And then next is the cardinality of the set, which is also the number of elements of a set. So how could we write the cardinality of the set? Again, it's n parentheses the name of the set. Okay, so the next slide is an evaluation if you fully understand our topic for today. So you may note all of these questions. And then this one also. And here's the answer. Don't cheat. So all of these concepts, some of the concepts was taken under this reference.